After over 100 hours in Hogwarts Legacy, there's plenty of things I wish I knew sooner. In this video, I will give you 5 big mistakes you might still be making in Hogwarts Legacy. These mistakes could be holding you back or even ruining your gameplay, so be sure to keep watching to find out which mistakes you need to stop making in Hogwarts Legacy. The first mistake that you are making is underestimating glaciers. The glaciers spell is a control spell that will freeze enemies or objects. It's extremely useful and is very powerful when combined with other certain spells. For example, if you use Glacius on an enemy, then cast Diffindo immediately afterwards, it's almost always an instant kill. This is one of the most powerful spell combos in the game, and I would highly recommend using it if you aren't already. There's also another really powerful way to use Glacius in combat that not many people know about. If you cast Glacius on an enemy, then run over to them, you will be able to use Petrificus Totalis on them for a guaranteed instant kill. Now, if you are being targeted by another enemy, it won't work, so you mainly want to use this when there aren't many other enemies nearby. This can be really useful when you plan on being stealthy and it doesn't go to plan. You can just use Glacius and still have the ability to cast Petrificus Totalis. Mistake number 2 is ignoring the Dueling Feats. These are the little challenges that pop up during combat. Now, you need to complete a lot of these if you want to 100% complete the field guide, but you get some pretty cool cosmetics for doing so. I would recommend trying to do the feats throughout your playthrough instead of leaving it until the end. If you do find yourself in a situation where you need to complete a lot of the dueling feats pretty quickly, a great place to do this is in the battle arenas. There's one in the Felcroft region and another at the top of the map in Northford Bog. If you have the deluxe edition of the game, you'll also have the Dark Arts battle arena inside the Forbidden Forest. Besides helping you complete the field guide challenge, the dueling feats are also a brilliant addition to combat for many other reasons. Firstly, they give you XP points for completing them, helping you level up quicker. The feats can also give you tips on how to defeat certain enemies, and you can learn different techniques based on the different challenges. For example, I learnt from a dueling feat that successfully hitting a troll's club with Flipendo deals the most damage to it. Finally, the dueling feats can add a lot of fun into combat, or if you're finding it easy, they give you that extra challenge. Mistake number 3 is not using your broom for ancient magic hotspots. Again, there's lots of these around the map, and they are one of the challenges in the field guide that you should definitely be completing. Now, you want to complete as many hotspots as possible as soon as you can. That's because they add extra capacity to your ancient magic meter when you complete the field guide challenges. The extra bars that you get can really help you out in combat. Now, the problem is, some of them can be really difficult to complete. I spent so long in some of these hotspots trying to find the different pieces, and it could be pretty frustrating. However, an absolute game changer is using your broom. When you're in the ruins and really struggling to find the next hotspot, or you can't see a way to reach it, hop on your broom. You'll get a much better view of the area, plus you'll be able to fly into the hotspot without even landing to complete the challenge. Mistake number 4 is not upgrading your gear properly. The best way to make your character more powerful is to upgrade your gear with the trait system. To do this, you need to use the loom in the room of requirement. It's important to note here to make sure you are taking care of your magical beasts in the vivariums so you have a good supply of materials for the upgrades. Now, you can focus on doing a ton of different builds with the trait mechanism. As you can see, there are so many to choose from a herbology build that focuses on dealing damage with magical plants, to a heavy damage build, a dark magic build, or even an ancient magic build. There's a ton of choices. You should really think about your preferred combat style and use the traits that would best enhance the spells that you use the most. If you really like Diffindo, you could go with the laceration trait on most of your gear, and this would significantly increase the damage you deal with Diffindo. If you like to use a mixture of damage spells, I'd recommend using Concentration 3, which increases damage from all damage spells. The way to collect more of the traits is by opening the chests in the bandit camps, so you should be clearing out as many of these as possible. Keep upgrading your gear with the traits and you will definitely notice improvements whilst in combat. Finally, the last mistake that you might be making in Hogwarts Legacy is not activating your rewards. Now, this one can be devastating. When you complete complete any of the challenges in the field guide, you do not automatically unlock the reward for it. You have to manually go in the challenges section and click on the rewards to unlock them. You'll know when you need to click on one as it will be orange. Once you've got it, it will turn blue. You especially do not want to forget to click on the Merlin trial rewards, as these grant you more gear space, which trust me, you will need. And that's 5 mistakes that you might still be making in Hogwarts Legacy. Let me know in the comments if any of these tips helped you out. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.